ahead of the elections, both for voter accreditation as well as the upload of the results to the IRF portal. So we have observed, and so far so good, in terms of the readiness of our local government offices for the election, and also the technology that we are deploying for the election. My assurance to everyone in Edo State is, on the part of the Commission, we keep saying this: INEC is not a political party. Therefore, we don't have a candidate in this election. The responsibility for choosing the next governor of Edo State is entirely in the hands of Edo voters. And our assurance to all the registered voters in Edo State is to troop out to vote for the party of their choice and the candidate of their choice, and the Commission will as always protect the integrity of the process and uphold the choice made by the electorate.
Oh, yes. That's Professor Mahmood, the INEC chairman there. A lot to talk about on today's show. But let me say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the globe. It is your darling program, The Comrade and Friends, a segment of The Comrade Show. Today, the 15th of September, 2024. It is no news that everything Nigeria is all about Edo State. By this time next week, it would have been concluded, and we will know who has become victorious in the 21st of September governorship election, slated for less than 6 days away. These are many more we shall be talking about today. In the last few weeks, and especially last week, and this week just gone past, there's been loads of events here and there. Edo State has been agog. And what are all these politicians and parties looking for? Your vote, your support. Will they get it? Only time indeed will tell. Just 6 days to go. Do not touch that die. We'll be right back. Oh, yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your program, The Comrade and Friends. Today, we are just going to take a look at how prepared is INEC and how ready are the voters to go to the polls. And of course, what our political parties have been doing. Remember, just only 6 days separate us to the deadline and the day of victory. And in about 48 hours, precisely maybe on Thursday, all form of campaigns will stop. But again, in this local government, we look at it dispassionately and we talk about it with a way to deepen democracy, with putting the people in the center of our conversation. I have today in the house the one and only, the man that knows it all in the local government. No other but Comrade Lante Ponsaraki, the CNC of the Comrade Show. Comrade Lante, can you say hello to our wonderful viewers?
Oh yes, Comrade Pharmacist Austin Iremira, thank you very much for your encouragement. Thank you so much. The excitement is high, though even though it is suspicious, but the die is cast. Here we are. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Absolutely, always a pleasure to be your company. Just as an aside, I want to say that it was the London Derby today, and like you know, I'm a strong fan of Arsenal, and we edged out our very close rival Tottenham with that very important victory, even when we have close to 10 of our regular players not ready to run for us. So it was a very great victory. I just wanted to throw some jibes at you anyway. But without further ado, Comrade Lante, Edo is set. You've been working for a very long time. We've been on this race now since February last year when all this started, and it's going to be coming to an end on Saturday. Governor Godwin Obaseki will have to hand over the baton to another governor come November in a decider that will take place on Saturday. And you agree with me that it's been very, very, very difficult. There's a lot of issues, things that have come out of it. And in our earlier video, we played the INEC chairman talking indeed to the Edo voters. And today's question from me to you is to say, is INEC ready? Can we take that video while you prepare yourself to put your words and comment as you usually do?
Ahead of the elections, both for voter accreditation as well as the upload of the results to the IRF portal. So we have observed, and so far so good, in terms of the readiness of our local government offices for the election, and also the technology that we are deploying for the election. My assurance to everyone in Edo State is on the part of the commission. We keep saying this. INEC is not a political party. Therefore, we don't have a candidate in this election. The responsibility for choosing the next governor of Edo State is entirely in the hands of Edo voters. And our assurance to all the registered voters in Edo State is to troop out to vote for the party of their choice and the candidate of their choice. And the commission will, as always, protect the integrity of the process and uphold the choice made by the electorate.
Yeah, Comrade Lamte, you've listened to Professor Mahmood. Many will argue that he even said more than this in the last elections. And they were not only said in the shores of Nigeria, but he came to London, to be precise, Chatham House, to also say this. Is there anything different? We have no other place to go. INEC remain the umpire. Having listened to the INEC chairman, are you convinced? Are you as worried as many people, thinking, will our vote count this time around? What is your immediate reaction?
Well, my immediate reaction is that first, I'm not expecting any magic. We already have a history with INEC and elections in Nigeria. And there is no time INEC has ever come out to say that they are not prepared. There is no time INEC has ever come out to say that they are not going to protect the votes of the people, the will of the people. But time and again, what we've seen is that INEC, always have a way of falling short. And in some cases, things happen in a way that people argue that INEC, is colluding or has colluded. And so I have no confidence at all in the words of Professor Mahmood, not at all. The only confidence I have is that this is Edo State, and Edo State people know what the history has been. And expectedly, Edo State people are the ones who can decide to protect their votes and telegard INEC to ensuring that the will of the people actually, count at the end of the day. But for the words of INEC, I'm not carried away at all. It doesn't have any bearing with conviction as far as I'm concerned. But for me, it's a ritual. He's got to say this today, tomorrow, and the day after. Is what he's got to say. But for confidence, no, I don't have any confidence in INEC.
Yeah, thank you so much, Comrade. I want to differ very slightly from you. I share in your sentiment, and indeed the many sentiments of many Nigerians. I dare say Edo Light, because we are going for our elections now. But I think in all this issue, because they are the umpire, we need to, as a matter of, will I say, believe now, try to believe what they say and hope that they turn a new leaf. Edo State is unique in Nigeria, and I think INEC was embarrassed the last time. I am almost sure that they will not want an embarrassment of sort. They will want to do things the right way. And like he said, we can only hope and pray that things work well. The INEC chairman was very clear to say that they don't have a hand in this election, and that the decider will be the Edo voters. So what will be your advice to Edo voters as they come out on Saturday? I am also worried because of the many things that have happened in Edo State, which we are going to talk about, talking about the federal police and indeed the Edo State vigilante. Do you think that the people will come out? What percentage of turnout are you looking at in this election?
It's very hard to say. First and foremost, let me quickly clear that we will always have to hope. But the fact that we are hopeful doesn't mean we are confident. INEC chairman has said what he said. We will always hope that things will get better, not because we are confident that things will get better. So there's a sharp difference between that, being confident in what he's saying, or being hopeful that they may just go ahead and do better than we've seen or we have known them to, to be doing, and all of that. So that aside, on the issue of the electorates, and of course, talking about the confidence of the electorate in the elections and every other thing, I fear, honestly, voter apathy a lot, and I am hopeful that Edo State people will come out en masse in this election. There are a few reasons for that. Though we have been disappointed in the past, we were disappointed in 2023 presidential elections. We were disappointed in the election organized by Governor Obaseki into the House of Assembly of Edo State. We were hugely disappointed with the local government elections organized under the state ESEC, by the Edo State government and all of that. And so there are enough reasons why this generation of electors, of voters, will be put away by anything election as far as Nigeria is concerned. That said, when you look at the issues plaguing the Nigerian people just now, when you look at the harsh economy, when you look at the suffering that people are undergoing, I think that people should be motivated, to come out, not just vote, but to stand and do their best to protect, the votes that they have cast. Because at the end of the day, it is no rocket science. Our nation will not change if we do not put in place good, leaders, if we do not support good leaders. As a matter of fact, our nation will not change if we do not get our electoral processes right by ensuring that the power, truly belongs to the people of Nigeria. The idea that some people can just spend some money, use state powers to, suppress people and get their way through can never make us change. But if anybody is elected and the person truly understands that he is governor, local government chairman, president, or whatever, because the people voted for him or her, then there may be that deliberate will for politicians, to appeal conscientiously, practically, proactively to, the very conscience of the people. For instance, I play this excerpt for you. Probably this is the right time to do this excerpt. This is an Edo State man complaining. This one is just one case among several other cases across different spectrum. Take a listen.
This is Edo State. It is a Bini erosion disturbed my house 3 fucking times as a child. I didn't understand my father's pain. Now I'm an adult. The same thing. This is the second time. And the painful part, the same Obaseki posted on his Twitter that they have fixed 19th Street, collecting glory. They do Jara Road. Do Jara Road because the wife has a supermarket. Brother, follow me enter Russia. I cannot enter into my house. All my documents is gone. My original white certificate is gone because I'm not crying. Then they campaign AI. Then they move around. They tell us the election. Make a show on my house. Can Obaseki children live in this place? Can Obaseki children live in this place? This is not a political campaign or anything. I do not support the APC or PDP or AP. I'm speaking as an average man. Follow me. Be watching, see. Just a watch.
The water set there will come down. Water will use me for waste.
I'm a tall man. I be like who short. Obaseki, I just graduated. All my clearance certificates is gone. My original WAEC is gone. My eligibility slip for Uniben is gone. The small clothes I use in making money for myself, all my clothes are gone. This is the last clothes I have, and I will soak it in this water. I will not curse you. I voted for you 8 years ago. Because I'm not crying yet, you don't know the pain. You have no idea of the pain. You lied. You lied to the world that you have fixed this road.
See where water they reach on.
This is indeed a very sad story.
Oh yeah. Pharmacist, when I came across this video, honestly, I just picked it up. I was touched. if honestly, because of this erosion and this water law, the guy lost his documents and all of that to this water. It's part of those things. It's not just about road now or erosion or all of that. We're talking about across different spheres. People are hungry. People can't even eat before they go to bed. Some are in bed, they wake up, they don't even know what to do. There's so much frustration in the land. And this is a land where, the issue of mental health is not even discussed. Nigerians right now are suffering from different kinds of mental health issues occasioned by the policies and programs of government, by the approach to governance. So when you look at all of these mounting frustrations because of what government and governance has been about, I would actually expect the people to vent their frustration to ensure that they do the right thing and stand by their vote. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? I think it's high time, because at the end of the day, Obama did say that change does not happen from top downwards, but change has to start from down upwards. Nigeria is dead. Pardon my language, it's in a very bad state. There is no hope in the current presidency and all of that. But I could also believe that if every state begins to look inwards, let every state begin to approach their own states like, states that are sovereign, independent of the larger Nigerian society, and begin to, develop their states honestly with what they've got. I think that a state like Edo State can actually lift the lead and become an exemplary state. We can. But what we see most of the time is that we have a government that treats blame. Anything's happening, federal government did not do this, federal government did not do that, yet we cannot adequately account for how much we've been getting. And I've made the case and I've asked the question. If a bag of gari that is by over 110,000 naira today is not cheaper by 10,000 naira or by 20,000 naira because of what Obaseki has done, you understand what I'm saying, by way of agricultural policy and all of that, then there's a problem. And so, when you look at all of these things across all spheres, in health, in agriculture, in economy, security, every other thing, I think that the people, instead of allowing apathy, voter apathy, to creep in, should actually take the bull by the horns, and of course come out and vote and stand to protect the vote. It's time we do that, I believe.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Comrade Lamte. Why you foresee a possible low turnout, you also think that the present suffering of Edolites and indeed Nigerians should be another yardstick and an impetus for them to come out en masse. So I think on that light, you are saying that it might be a massive turnout. I just want to say from that video that it's not just only failure this time around, Comrade Lamte. Edo people have been deceived, and that is bad. And I think they are being deceived because of their level of awareness, their level of education, and I dare say also to their level of ignorance, as people find it very difficult to question the known truth. And like you always say, it is a government of shiny. I like the way you always say that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the Comrade Show, please feel free at any point in time. The lines are open now to ring in. Let us hear your comments. Let us hear your views as we look forward to the governorship elections slated for next Saturday. May I also appeal to you to share this broadcast to as many as possible so that people will watch it and see it later. Comrade Lamte, we are coming now to the end of this whole episode that will come to a close by the grace of God on Saturday, the 21st of September. Let us look at all the 17 political parties in Edo State, but major on the three ones who we've come to call the front runners. I want to say, before I give you the mic to pick up from there, to say that the parties have campaigned, but the campaigns have been a bit very malignant, I can say, and in some cases very, very vindictive and a bit infectious, and all these are not positive things. But I must say that Labour Party, in my view, has stood out quite different. On over 90% of their debates, of their outbursts, of their publication, they've stayed on the issues. unlike the other parties. But let us see if by Saturday we'll see if those state people have listened to the clarion call of people staying in the issue. Because it looks like these two twins, PDP and APC, they've mastered the craft of deceived and bringing irrelevance to the whole matter. I've spent a long time talking to people and individuals, and what they tell me sometimes come to me to be a bit very different. And I think Governor Gordon Obaseki has played this deceit line very well. And so much people have been deceived for a very long time. They cannot even know what is true from what is lies anymore. We've seen lots of drama in the last few days. We've seen the federal government coming up to say that the Edo vigilante should not be involved in elections. I also hear, I don't know how true it is, that the Edo state government has given them a sort of temporary relief or suspension to the vigilante. If not, maybe on that day we're going to be seeing a clash of territorial powers. There's only one police in Nigeria, which is the federal police, and the IG superintend over that. Many people are also happy that Governor Gordon Obaseki had planned, allegedly, to use the vigilante to do some funny things like what happened during the House of Assembly elections and the local government elections. So my question to you, Comrade Lamte, I think APC, PDP yesterday had a very mammoth grand finale campaign. I don't know if it was planned that way, but it happened almost simultaneously in the city of Benin. The Labour Party on their own have had a very fantastic week with Peter Obi and Alex Oti coming to Edo State. And I understand as we speak, they are still in Edo State in the far north. So as we look at this issue, bringing it together, I want you to use your microscopic view to analyze these three parties. And of course, to advise Edo State, we all know where we stand. We are standing and rooting seriously for the Labour Party, but with good reason. But what's your take? Labour Party, APC, and PDP as we bring this electionary process to a close. Have you been excited with the campaigns? I have been excited with Labour Party, but I think the PDP and APC have been a little under the belt. What's your take?
Well, thank you very much, Comrade Pharmacist. I first let me quickly, establish. And I've quickly told our viewers this. Previously, when Peter Obi was running for presidency, we were very used to looking at the crowd, the rallies, and we talk about them and all of that. But in this window, under this electoral window, I have carefully, stayed away from judging, or making any assertions based on the crowd that is being, that political parties gather for rallies. And the reason is because with Peter Obi, had quite, a huge crowd everywhere he went. But at the end of the day, we saw what happened in the course of the election and all of that. Now, today
some people will argue that Peter Obi actually won that election, that there was mago.
Yeah. Look, even at that, I think elections in Nigeria has come to show us that it is not, and I'm going to prove that to you. Under this electoral window, in a local government where I'm from, where I'm very much on ground, even though I'm not at home, I'm very, very much on the ground. When PDP, had their rally, one of their rallies in Edo North, my brother, there were people paid as much as 10,000 naira to attend rallies. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Now, for this same grand finale that they had at Garrick Memorial, ground yesterday, was yesterday? I spoke with somebody a night before, a friend of mine, whose wife is a civil servant, and he was complaining that the wife was saying that she has to go to this PDP organized rally because they brought a register to their office to say if you not attend, we not mark on a register so not attend. Wanna forget work, wanna forget payment for this month. They were coerced to attending. Now, this group of people, civil servants, they are different from the ones that they are going to pay money, word by word, zone by zone to attend, because this is what they have always done. They try to use optics to confuse and deceive everybody. Obaseki has been crying out over, what the police has been doing, the oppression and indiscriminate arrest of some PDP members. As a matter of fact,
As alleged.
yes, as alleged. As a matter of fact, do you know that some people actually protested against the federal government and against the police? There was a protest. Only for me to start seeing videos in evidence of these protesters going to collect money having participated in these protests, which means that the protest we saw, of people protesting, in support of Obaseki, they were not genuine protests, they were organized protests, and people were paid to carry out that protest. So this is what APC and PDP has been doing. You understand the picture from saying? They sponsor things and put the optics out there to make it look like it's a reflection of what the people actually, want, or what the people actually are doing. So when you look at all of that, you understand what I'm saying now? You sort of lose faith in whatever numbers you see by way of crowd at the parade. You understand the picture from I'm saying now? Because the same number of crowd you are going to see this, you understand, by the next day you are going to see it in the other one. So it is no longer by crowd. That said, I think I'm very, very, enthused by how Labour Party, has become quite relevant in this process. Remember, my brother, in this election, between you and I told somebody a couple of days ago, I said, no matter whatever the outcome of this election is, Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata has already won this election. Why did I say that? When you check where Olu is coming from with Labour Party, my brother, there is no human being 3-4 months ago who would say that Labour Party will be in contention today as we speak. The same Labour Party that we are looking at right now, I spoke with a few persons on the ground yesterday, and they told me, that based on the effort that they are putting in, based on their interaction with the genuine people in Edo State, you understand what I'm saying now? Oredo Igbobaha is going to be won overwhelmingly by Olumide Akpata. That conversation is taking place at all, for me, is already victory for Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata, who has said, look, I am here in this Labour Party to stay. No matter the outcome of this election, I am here to stay. You understand what I'm saying? Now, to ensure that we provide that alternative that is standing with the people. And so his commitment to the people of Edo State, when he says, people-centered, people-centric, you understand what I'm saying now? In body, spirit, soul, and mind, Olumide means it. You understand the bit of what I'm saying now? So what the man has done with Labour Party to now make Labour Party an alternative, that the discussion today is not whether people are looking at either APC or looking at PDP. People are not beginning to say, man, look, we don't want APC, we don't want PDP anymore. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? We want something new. And this something new is Labour Party. Now, the newness of Labour Party, it's not a newness now that we can say that, the man who is contesting was once a member of PDP or was once a member of APC or was once a politician. But we're seeing somebody who's running for two people aspiring to be governor and deputy of Edo State as people that have never had any role to play with government ever. Which means that when you say Labour Party is completely new in Edo State, this one is even different from Peter Obi. Peter Gregory Obi, was a governor before, was a politician before, was a member of PDP before, was a member of ABGA before. You can say, man, Peter Obi is a politician. But we have two people who are called professional, legal luminaries in their own rights. You know what I'm saying? Now, coming from the outside to say, man, look, we don't like the way our state is running. So they provide a very viable option for Edo State. You understand what I'm saying? Now? So I think that their presence in the mix, for me, it's divine, and it will only do a world of good to Edo State people if we can actually change the button and give this new political party and, of course, their candidates that opportunity to govern Edo State. And just maybe we can regenerate and restart, the very template of our democracy, starting from Edo State.
Yeah, thank you so much, Komelamte. I couldn't agree with you more. Just to let our viewers know, I can see that Jeffrey Eikioya is using some unwarranted statements here. But like you said, if you accuse myself or Comilante of taking money, and we did, PDP did not give us money. There was another party that is giving money as well, is the APC. But we haven't gone there. We've gone to one you say relatively unknown. That shows how passionate, how willing we want change to happen. Except if you say that that party is also sharing money. I don't think they've stolen or have enough money in that category that they will give to us. And Comilante has clearly stated that all these big rallies that you are seeing with men on the ground, people are indeed cashing in. And I think what those people are saying that it's not their money. When they bring it, we're going to eat them. But I must say, Comilante, and to say thank you to you too. I have a very strong follower, Arobonoso Kokoni. I think in previous episode was absolutely not very happy with the choice of Labour Party. But with his comment just now, it's very clear that if we are to do away with these seismic twins of APC, PDP, then we have no other option but to look the way of Labour Party. And there's a clear testament to that. There's an inroad to that. Labour Party has only one governor in the entire Nigeria state just now. And Alex Oti has, in the view of many, not just mine, turned the corner of Abia State. And Aba is now a place of record. I saw a video recently, I don't know how true it is, where the international airport in Aba was being shown. And the person that had that video was saying that it looks like the big international airports of this world. These are the things we want. And many a time when I've spoken with many PDP who say, yes, they want PDP candidate, they always don't have anything to talk about or to show that this is what has been done. Yes, a little has been done, but look at the amount of money that the current government has received. You agree with me that it is indeed a far cry. In 2020, we supported PDP because of the attendant issue. All we wanted was to root out godfatherism because of the hand of Oshiomhole. So we've been very consistent in all that we do. So Comilante, we are gradually winding up. I think we have a very important program coming up on Saturday, the election day live broadcast. And I know you are working seriously on that. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of the Comrade Show, we will be on air to let Edolite know word by word, local government by local government, and as much as possible, areas by areas, villages by villages, just to give us updates of the elections. Comilante, can you take the mic to let our viewers know what we are planning for next Saturday, the 21st of September, live day broadcast for the Edo State governorship elections?
Oh, yes. By the grace of God, we are currently recruiting agents on the ground for the elections. We are going to have, we are going to cover the election. We're going to have a lot of people on the ground, giving us, live feed, live reports from their polling units, from their locality, of course, please let everyone be tuned to the Comrade Show. And I actually want to use this medium to say, man, look, if you I call Democrats and you want to work with us, you want to be a correspondent on the ground, all you need is your smartphone. You understand? And God willing, we're actually trying to raise some money so that we can, support people who will be committed to us in this regard with data. You understand what I'm saying? And so that all of us can do the work together. We just want that we put more eyes on this election, on the ballot, on the occasion. You understand the picture of what I'm saying and all of that. We did this in 2020 for Basaki. We did it in Ondo election. And we want to do it this time. You understand the picture of what I'm saying and all of that. So we're going to have panelists here with us in the studio, but we're actually going to be connected with as many people as possible on the ground across the state. So we want to be getting feed, live feed from whatever is happening. You understand? A report, you understand? And at the end of the day, we probably want to have people planted that will be following the results or the ballot, collated ballots from place to place. But it's going to be a long day exercise for all of us and all of that. So be connected, be tuned to the Comrade Show. Please, if you are there and you have people too on the ground who can play this role, you believe, please send us their contact or talk to them, let them call us. These are numbers displayed. People can reach me by this number. so that we can put them in a WhatsApp group where we have all the discussions, take place from there. We have a caller. Let me take this call. Hello.
Oh, sorry, you're in your program, yeah?
Oh, yes, yeah. I will call you later, sir. All right, boss.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And so, and of course, if there are people too who want to support, the exercise, please reach out to us. We need some resources. We need to put resources together to get this, to pull this off as well. And all of that. So anybody who know that they want to support the program itself, we really appreciate that, because we are looking to buy data for as many people as possible. If we're able to get 200 Edo State people to commit to this across different states, different parts, of the different senatorial districts, different local governments, different wards, we will appreciate that. We just want to have as many eyes as possible on this election. You understand? And we're going to be putting everything live for the whole world to see. And again, that is going to help, make the Comrade Show provide a platform where people can, be on this program to see what is happening on the ground, live feed. So we want to get that, put up by next Saturday. We're going to start at about 9 a.m. in the morning. And of course, that's what, I think that's a summary of it. I don't know if I'm leaving anything out.
Yeah, thank you so much, Comilante, for that information to our viewers. I think it's very important, and you have said it very well and succinctly too. We did it in 2020. We did it in the Ondo State elections, and hopefully we will do it again in September 21st, next Saturday. I want to advise our viewers to stay close to the Comrade Show. More details will be put on our Twitter handle, on our website, and all that stuff for people to get involved. If you are a lover of democracy and you're a lover of growth for Edo State, and you are tired of these sick twins, APC, PDP, I think we have a moment in history to turn the corner. Nobody will turn the corner for us, but for us. I don't know the lyrics of that Bob Marley song. He said, but nobody, no other person apart from you that can do the needful. Comilante, this is just an aside. We have about 10 minutes to play with just before we wrap up the program. In the grand finale yesterday, there were mammoth decampees of people coming from PDP to APC. I dare say, in the political Maphesians, we can say that they are big wigs. Do you think that has any role to play? Is it going to affect our campaign? Because I don't think we are heading straight, and we are going straight to claim victory on that day. And I must also say, I've been rightly informed by one of our viewers that Peter Obi is still in Benin City, he's still in Edo State, and he's
this morning.
Yeah. So just throw more light on this. And there's still big wigs for big thieves.
So, pharmacists, you see, there's a whole lot of political traditions and political culture that needs to be eradicated in Nigeria. And for me, I have lost faith, majorly with whatever is going to come from the federal government. I think that the regeneration of our politics, to start having the right standing must start from our local government, from our state, elections. Now, the tradition of, party members, the campaign from this to this, let me tell you the truth. PDP, APC, as it currently stands, they are two sides of the same coin. Almost every member of PDP today, every stalwart of PDP today was one time a member of APC. Almost every stalwart of APC today was one time a member of PDP. Now, the reason why you see them crisscrossing is because they want, the politicians, is their personal interest, what is going to benefit them the most, which one, and they look out for the one they believe is going to win. You understand what I'm saying? But they always want to be on the winning side. So this is what our policy is about. So at the end of the day, when people mention PDP, mention APC, these are not two different political parties. These are political parties. They are one and the same. So you can't say you are voting for APC and you think you are voting against PDP. No. If you are voting for APC, you are voting for PDP. Because the man that you are supporting today, our governor, for instance, our governor was a member of APC. It was a governor under APC. He's not a governor under PDP. You understand? At the time he was a governor under APC, his own candidate, you currently, Aswa Ighodalo, was a member of APC at the time because he worked with Osomole as well. So at the end of the day, these people know themselves. It is what they've always done. You understand what I'm saying now? This is what I have craved, if not for any other thing. Okay, let's assume that, oh, Lumide not this or not be that. If not for any other thing, for the fact that we have had 25 long years of misery, of pain, and this 25 long years has been under the watch of APC and PDP. Maybe they use our tongue till they cut our teeth now. I mean, there comes a time in a man's life that if you do not eat Panedian because it is Panedian, eat it because of the soup. Do you understand what I'm saying now? I think that it is only wise for an average Edo State man not to be carried away by the antics of these people. At the end of the day, it is the same colors. They have this, I mean, they have deployed billions of naira. You understand what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, somebody told me that for APC, they said even if each electorate is going to cost as much as 50,000 naira, they are ready to pay 50,000 naira for each electorate. That is desperation of the highest order. PDP quality have their own price tag. You understand? That is why I laugh at some misguided human beings who just say we are probably doing what we are doing because of money. You know, it is so sad, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them because this is the psyche already that the politicians of APC and PDP have created. You understand? When you stand on the path of truth, people readily just come and say, "Oh, because some say they don't give you know, position or they don't give them money and every other thing." But here we are. You know, before we came to this level, myself, you already know. You understand? Advances have been made at me. People have thrown millions to say, man, we are giving you. Then one of the people say, take this XYZ million, give us your bill, we will fund them, provided you just work for us. You understand what I'm saying now? And you and I we look at this thing, you know, we look at their voice tape and everything, we call it laugh. And between me and you. So at the end of the day, I think that all of this kind of notion needs to start changing. And it can only change if you have people who believe in due process. My interest, my brother, I'm getting old. Very soon in this country, we will retire. Some of us are willing to go back home to Nigeria, where we are originally from, to start life there, to start our small farming there, to start our small industry there. But you cannot do any of these things where the land is insecure, where the economy is so bad, where, as a matter of fact, you go to Nigeria right now, you go to that Benin right now, you are scared. I mean, the last time I was in Benin, I was so scared. Everybody was like a suspect. You understand what I'm saying now? Because of all the bad things when you hear around. You understand? My brother, there is nothing we can chase better now than to chase a society that will be something near egalitarian society. A society where you know that you have a leadership, okay, that cares about the people of Edo State. Now, the only person who speaks that language right now is Olumido Akpabio-Akpata. All sentiments aside, there is no way we are going to vote APC and expect something different or vote PDP. And it's a shame on the part of APC that the vice president of Nigeria's APC came to Edo State to come and campaign for APC, where we are undergoing the most tumultuous time in our lives, occasioned by APC. We had an APC president, who just, completed his tenure, brought in by the current president. And we are now having the current president, things have even those dive. And yet, APC members are the ones telling us that they are going to fix Nigeria. How? They are going to fix Edo State. How? We gave you Nigeria. This is what Nigeria is looking like. And you are talking about this. How? Now, the same APC that we're talking about right now, okay, they are, the immediate, twin sister or twin brother of PDP. The same group of people that were in PDP. The Senate President Akpabio was a member of PDP, was a PDP governor. You understand the picture I'm saying and all of that. He's not the Senate President of Nigeria. But look at the state of Nigeria right now. So if people say they are listening to APC, they are listening to PDP, my brother, I will anchor this on this. First, Edo State electorate must decide who the next governor will be. If Edo State electorates truly go to the poll and vote for Akbakomiza, let him be governor of Edo State. He will be our governor. If they truly go to the poll and vote for Asue, let him govern Edo State. If they truly go to the poll and vote for Akbata, let him govern our state. At least let's start from there. Let the will of the people count. But if the people now make the wrong decision of voting PDP or APC, now all of us here now, the Benin man says, isn't it? But
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Comrade Lamte. You still want to make a point?
no, my brother, we don't wait. We've been saying this for a long time, isn't it?
Thank you so much. I think today's program has been so sweet. It's about the last of the weekend program before the elections. We're also going to have something to say. More will come out, maybe more midweek program, solo effort by Comrade Lamte just before the elections. Edolite, the ball is in our court. We've seen, we've known, we've watched them for a long time. And like Comrade Lamte said, 25 years of doing the same thing will yield no results. We can get through with this now and we'll hear the same story again in 4 years' time. But we have a very unique opportunity just now in something different. We have an example. After all, somebody that has an elder brother will almost, if not likely, behave like the elder brother. The Abia State story is there for us to look at. Let us look very closely at these three candidates who are top contenders: Labour Party, APC, and PDP. I have decided, the comrades have decided we know where we are going. Olumide Akpata, our guy, brings something fresh and different, and we are seriously rooting for him. On that day, Edolites, I appeal to your consciences. Do what is right. And like Comrade Lamte said, if the election is free and fair and any of them win, so be it. But we want a free and fair elections. INEC have promised. We hope they keep to their promise. And like Comrade Lamte will say, we've been here before. They've made the promise before. Let's see whether they keep it. I am of a strong view that they will. But above all, it lies in the hands of the Edo people. If we come out en masse, cast our vote, and wait for it to be counted, the chances of wrong result will be different. Some people have argued, take their money. I have conscience. I may not want to take their money so I can vote. But if you want to take their money and go ahead and vote your conscience, which I believe will be Labour Party, please do it. But you must do it in a safe and secured environment, because these guys will go all out. If they give you money, they might be ready to maim you if you don't do their bidding. Let us be forewarned. Let's be careful. A new Edo State is possible only if me and you do what is right. The money that is given to you today will be finished in less than 1 year. What happens in 4 years' time? I must thank all our viewers who have made very massive contribution. All are making comments. Yeah, lovely comments coming all the way. And if we are going to judge by the comments today, it is clear that our people have listened and Labour Party is on the horizon. Let us think our guy. Let us think Olumide. Comrade Lamte, as we bring the program today to a close, I know you'll be here again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. What will be your parting shot for this great show?
I just want to correct quickly an impression, so that people don't get confused. My brother, if this election is secret ballot, nobody knows who each person is going to vote for. If anybody give you money, make you go vote. You know what I'm saying now? Whether the person you be one vote for or not, you be one vote for, but collect the money first, keep them for your pocket, because the money they are coming to share, it is the money they've stolen from us before. It is the money they're taking away, and make us not get good roads, and make us not get hospital, and make us not get anything. That is why we are hungry. So if they bring that money and they give it to you, I beg collect them. Not even do any for journal. Go into that place, vote for your conscience. Vote for who you believe say, yes, now this one's supposed to get the chance to become the governor of Edo State. Let's not pretend about it. Collect money, bring cloth, collect. Then bring soap, collect. Because whatever they are bringing is in excess of what they have stolen. So this is not the way it be. So my brother, on a party shot for this program is to make everybody understand that we all have a responsibility, we all have a duty. We have a duty in this election. Our duty for the electors with PVC, now to go vote. If you never be old person, you not get belay, you see strong at the agile, you be young person. After you don't vote finish, stand by. They may hear them, they count the result. And if you go fit join us You know what I'm saying? I beg, wanna reach out to us. This time, our number be this one. We will do election day live broadcast. What can reach out to us? Well, we will add you join the group. We will provide data for you when you go take cover and they record your own area where you did. Then they tell us what did happen for there. You understand the picture what I'm saying? Now just reach out to us. We'll add you to the WhatsApp group so that all of us will police this election. We'll have our roles. And for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, look, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. You know, some of us, we are very meticulous. You understand what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, no matter what happens, pharmacists, they will always, so long as there's life, there will always be a day of reckoning. And there will also always be that day where posterity will set you aside. When somebody will say, yes, this guy is different. And I live for that. I live in the hope that that day will come. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? And the case we are making for Lumide Akpata right now, God knows that we are making this case in the interest of Edo State. And as somebody said, the person said, suppose Olumide does not perform, but let it be that we voted for him and we have the power to put him there. So let him not perform. And you know what I'm saying? And we don't realize that we have the power to put him there. We will equally do what we have to do. But any man who becomes a governor, knowing fully well that it was not his own personal money that made him the governor, it is the goodwill of the people. You know what I'm saying now? That person has a moral duty. It is the person's enlightened self-interest. You know what I'm saying now? To ensure that he impresses the people. And I have strong reasons, having investigated Olumide Akpata, to believe that this guy is coming to serve for the glory of service. He's not coming like Asue, whose primary objective is to protect his secret with Obaseki and Ogie. That's the primary objective. That's why he got out. That's why they push him forward. That is why initially the guy was hesitant. That's why Obaseki said, you must be the one to protect what we have done. As for the other man, what's his name? That one is not going to be governor. It's going to give those states to Oshomole. And Oshomole will share those states with his boy. We don't want any of this. We don't pass this road before. We know the history. We know the way. So at those state people, my cry is genuine. You know what I'm saying now? Olumide, if not to collect money, Olumide better not get money when one give me now. APC get money pass now. That's why I get money pass now. All these people make advances to me now. But I wasn't interested. It was not about what I wanted for myself. It never was, it never will be. If Olumide become governor of Edo State today, I'm not interested in anything. I'm self-sufficient where I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't get any interest for anything, provided make it fix Edo State. And I go get the freedom to take support him or to take come against him. If he's not doing well, you know what I'm saying? I will come after him. The same way I came after Obaseki. So, my people, I know Obaseki anything, not a dime. You understand what I'm saying now? You understand? So that's why I have the freedom to speak as I like. My conscience is not mortgaged. A lot of people now maybe they talk about Obaseki, they talk about Asue. A lot of people they now on social media, they on Asue payroll. They on Obaseki payroll. Anything where they just bring come out on the PDP platform, all of them will just, because that's their job right now. They are being paid. I'm not being paid for what I'm doing. But I know that those guys are wrong. They are putting themselves first before Edo State people. But Olumide has said, let us put Edo State first. And for my brothers and sisters who are in Esan land, let me tell you the truth, Olumide will do better in Esan land than these other people in the Esan people bring come out. Let's take a listen to Peter Abi for Esan land. This is the Esan land. This and at night, people came out. Bro, let us just show this episode before we round off, sir. Let's take a listen, please.
We are getting stronger. Where the world is not seeing their incompetence, their incapability. The world is not seeing that they have nothing to offer. Except to bring pain and suffering. And that's how they want to stay. You know about the state by telling you this or telling you time for language, time for talking, and pass. We now want things to start changing. Yes. So let's go people who have competence. Let's go people who have capacity. Let's go people who know you Before I talk, I beg, people do not get so. I beg. Today, as our woman leader, till yesterday night, now we dey plan. Join our people for here, plan this thing. We be nice and peace, I mean. I will never leave your side. I will never leave your side. Let me know vex. Esa is better with a butter. Esa is better with a butter. And I don't say when I talk, I'm going to do it. We don't bring our papa come. I think I say Obi no go come and say, not give me this. But then people want to stop but they don't show. We will bring our way.
Wow, that's vintage Labour Party, vintage Olumide Akpata. Thank you so much, Komilante. You've spoken a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, friends of the Comrade Show, we are indeed very grateful. Let's remember, Saturday, the 21st, is the day of elections. Edolite, come out in your full throttle, put your full chest, and vote your candidate, and stand to count your vote. And Komilante has said, if they give you money, take it, go and vote your conscience. Remember our election live broadcast on the 21st. If you are interested, please get in touch.
Pharmacists, some people are already, writing me that they have already, volunteering to be part of the live broadcast. Please, let me just reiterate, if you are there in Edo State, you'll be on the ground in the election, wherever you are, particularly, I must stress this, if you are supporting the Labour Party candidate Olumide Akpata, please reach out to us. We want correspondence. All you need is your smartphone. We will do well to provide you data on that day. And if there's anything more we add to it, please reach out to us if you want to join the election day live broadcast to be a correspondent on the ground. All we just need is your camera. You will be with us, and you will just be relaying to us what is happening on the ground, and the whole world will be seeing it. You understand? From your own lens. We will have some people here who are going to be panelists. So please join us, join this train, do decide election day live broadcast. We are going to be here from 9 a.m. in the morning. And I equally want to say too that anybody who wants to support us with their, with their 1,000 naira, with their 2,000 naira to help us provide this data for people, please, we really appreciate that as well. Because it's a huge, burden of person that we are carrying and want to deal with, you understand what I'm saying, and all of that. So this is what the program is at the moment, and by the grace of God, all of this in a bid to ensure that we are able to contribute our own quota towards monitoring the election. That said, I want to say a very big thank you to everybody, you understand what I'm saying, who's been part of this program. Over to you, pharmacists, but just before you do that, may I just show you this small snippet of Esan land rally with Olu Akpata, but you're going to end with that, sir.
To agree with you, you know that in any, but we rest assured, all this will make up by the great work that is going to start.
And pharmacists, you know the funny thing, this exercise was at 9. You see, the funny thing was that it was at night. You understand what I'm saying? Now, so that's what I was trying to say earlier. I would say, thank God these guys are in this midst. This is not a borrowed crowd. The people genuinely came out. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have money to borrow crowd. So, but at the end of the day, we will, watch out what the outcome is going to be. Over to you, sir. May I not take your time too much?
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Komilante. The dial is cast. Edo State, the ball is in your court. Please go out and vote and stay with us. A new Edo State is possible with Labour Party and our guy. Stay out of trouble until we see you again next Saturday at the election live broadcast. God bless.
For this life, no experience, no progress. For this election, experience to go vote. Make Edo State better again. Now who get the experience? So, Olumide. Now a guy, he ready to walk. Promise keeper. Everybody like him. Everybody vote. My good people of Edo State, our eye don't say as everything be now. The sofa don't too much. Now Olumide Akpata will get experience and him ready to work to make Edo State better again. Now we go vote. Olumide say our children's school go better well. Hospital go work. Medicine go dey yamfu. Good road, light, water, all go dey kampe. Security na pamba. Him go support farmer, traders. Well, make food. Jabrata. Olumide Akpata. Now our guy, everybody vote. Akpata. Vote Olumide Akpata for governor. Vote Labour Party.
Party ni magwalo Labour Party ona givieto ya gele givieto mezona nejeme Party ni magwalo otega bu osena zebo givieto mezona nejeme Party ni magwalo
no Labour Party otu ni mani vieto ze no rima otu ne Peter Obiye ona otu no ga setiru agbapa ke vo maye otedo mani vieto manemi no bugbe wo bakari oba no ga mani makeve mo magwalo ọ̀wọ́n ànọ̀gá sẹ̀tì ìwé nàhíà yẹn náà rọ́bì mà òtímà Olúmídé Òṣàgbọ́fọ̀ Àpáta ọ̀gá rúwé àwọn gbogbo ramẹ́ ìyòbọ̀ lèvà ẹ̀mẹ́ náà pọ̀wé yà òwú ìsìnmi ìgbéra rọ̀ ukpara bàbá yà ọ̀gá wìyóbi rónèvà ní dúẹ́kì ìrìmàgà yèsùkùnà mà òkú pátábísì gànà kìnyàbé yà náà ẹ̀yà rí sí yó wàríyàzẹ́nẹ̀ Olúmídé Òṣàgbọ́fọ̀ Àpáta àrí ìyèrè ìpísẹ̀ yan gènè pátíníkẹ́ dòvẹ̀wò náà ìyá máa rú èmi rọ̀pá ìyá máa gbé tù fiẹ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀nà yẹn yìí máa yá fẹ́ ríazẹ́nẹ̀ òbí ẹ̀dọ́ òbí èsèsèsè Olúmídé Òṣàgbọ́fọ̀ Àpáta náà ládìí àmì Labour Party náà yẹ́rà mi yé wọn mọ ya wọn àgbè àrí ìyèrè Olúmídé Òṣàgbọ́fọ̀ Àpáta ẹ̀ Peter Obi zẹ́ o wàríazẹ́nẹ̀ Labour Party òsàtà ẹ̀nẹ̀ o.
Labour Party.